Bob,
All right.
I check the channels, make sure
So-
the weight is good.
Should be good because it says it's live.
It says live.
But y'all, you can check whatever you got to check. I want to start off by saying Barak Ateh Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one pretty much is, GMS Milwaukee on location. We're here in the particular park where, the elders and brothers brought me to. And there was this one particular, monument over there towards the end of World War I, because remember, America didn't get involved in the war until 1917, towards the end. And that was to support that so-called Balfour Declaration, which was signed the same year that America got in there. And there's a whole history on that. What's that?
Treaty of Versailles.
Well, that was in 1919. That's what cemented it. The Treaty of Versailles cemented, the peace. Then from that point they started to build back up. America was one of the heads that started to help finance, the rebuilding of Western Europe, because there were, it was a lot of destruction, but it wasn't structured like it was during the Marshall Plan of World War II. By the time they got to World War II, they did, they got a better structure, so to speak, to set up that the rebuilding of Western Europe. But nevertheless, that particular monument that was dated from 1917 to 1919 it was in the shape of a obelisk, which is a sun worship monument. And we're in a witchcraft area where a lot of witches come to, and brothers, if brothers want to speak on that, they could speak on that. But one thing we noticed, it was a star, 5-pointed star with 2 points up, which that represents Baphomet. So if y'all want to speak on that.
Yeah, well, this is Wisconsin is known as the Wicca state. You know what I'm saying? Wicca state meaning witchcraft. It's heavy influenced by. In fact, down not too far from here, by the college, you have what's his name? Aleister Crowley. He has a temple out here. All right, and this is they do seances in this area. I think you're raw. Speak on that. What you see?
Yeah. So pretty much, I like to take morning strolls through this park here early in the morning before all the 2/3 wake up. But I remember one morning, me and my sister was actually right here, and a guy just came up and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" Smile on his face, and just drew a whole circle with a
Pentagram.
Yeah, pentagram. And put a bunny rabbit, a live bunny rabbit, and just cut it up. put the candles there, and just started throwing up some,
Yeah. And you know what? Where we at? I'm sorry. Where we at? It's a split between Esau and then Jake, and we had to walk up You got to walk up the mountain where the 5-pointed star is at, and this is basically a hub of sorcery from each side. So this is what keeps Jake fucked up with these witchcraft architectures, these witchcraft monuments, what you just seen. If a brother want to get Ephesians 6,
and you know what's heavy, that I don't know this place. We don't know this place. Y'all brothers do, and we ended up walking to the side where Jake was at, walking down the steps. We didn't know. The spirit just led us that way. And then when we got to the bottom, and we made that turn, that's where we saw that monument. Which is the Baphomet, or it's a World War I memorial for the soldiers that fought in World War I, but only in America. That's why it says 1917 to 1919. Right. But y'all got it.
This is Ephesians chapter 6.
And you wonder why Jake is all fucked up. Now, the scripture says there's no enchantment against Israel, but ultimately the Lord let this devil put these curses through.
They help forward the affliction.
They help forward it.
Because the scriptures say too in Isaiah 47, you can get that. And 6, it says that that I can't think of it right now, but y'all can get it. But you got it.
Real quick, Ephesians 6.
Ephesians 6 and 11. It says, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil."
Start from 10.
Yeah, 10.
Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil."
So when you put on the whole armor of the Lord, it's putting on the scriptures, putting on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's how we put on the armor of the Lord. Because this is a spiritual battle. Okay? This is a spiritual warfare that we're actually dealing with. All right? So put on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Right, because what they're doing is they're putting a vibration in the earth. Because remember, the scriptures speak about what they committed, the sorcery pretty much that they committed from their youth. So from the inception of America, the so-called founding forefathers, they were Freemasons, most of them. You know, and there's been a steady sorceress incantation type spell that's been put on the world, because the scriptures say that the world wandered after the beast. And that happened during the time of the Renaissance. Y'all got it.
Right.
Yeah, bring it out.
This is Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
Right, because the Most High is doing that. You got to remember, the Lord's words don't go out void.
That's right.
So he said everything that he spoke is going to come to pass. So he's moving and making individuals do certain things to fulfill prophecy. Right. Remember when Yahweh Shai would do certain things, he said it must be so that scriptures might be fulfilled.
That's right. It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things.
That's it. The Lord is doing it. He's in control of both sides, unbeknownst to most. You know? 47 and 6. That was for the... And then somebody could also get Zephaniah 1:15. I'm sorry, Zechariah 1:15.
Finish that on Ephesians.
Ephesians 6:12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Yeah, so you ain't dealing with just a carnal man, you know. You're dealing with a spiritual wickedness. Okay, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You wonder why people just bugging out and tripping. It ain't them, it's the spirits that's within them that's making them go crazy. You know?
If you're not part of the elect, the Lord is going to, let those demons take over.
Take over. Yep.
You know, that's why Jake is, bugged out, because they're not covered.
Yep.
Not a spirit.
Yep. That's right.
It says, but against principalities.
And somebody look up principalities.
And against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yeah, and the elites, they set this thing up. Beginning with the JOOS, the small hats.
JOOS's.
JOOS's. Okay? These are, now the scriptures speak about, remember about the serpent. When you go into the word serpent in the Hebrew is
Nakash.
Nakash. And it goes back to enchanter, sorcerer. Okay? Now when you spin it to the medical field, right? Pharmakia means witchcraft. The potions. So this place is heavily empowered by sorcery and witchcraft.
Then you have the Caduceus, which is the staff with the two serpents wrapped around it.
Yep. Or it's called the Asclepius staff.
Yeah, Asclepius.
Asclepius staff.
You know, well, they even they done got bold with it, because the snake with the stick. But also when you look at Walgreens, right? Some of the Walgreens, they got the goddamn pot up there. So the bubbles coming out of it.
What is that?
With the stick in it, showing you.
Somebody get Revelation 18.
It's witchcraft.
Yeah.
So and that's bold to just actually put, but somebody would just, the average person wouldn't
don't know.
Think of that.
Don't know. Yep. That's right. Now, you know what they got that whole idea for the staff with the serpents. They're dealing with Egypt. Right, but also Moses. The serpent, right? Because he put the serpent on the staff. And when the children of Israel would look up to it, it would get saved. But they're using it on the left-hand side. Because remember them ancient Egyptians, they had magi's, they had the wizards and all of that. And every empire that came up, they had the same thing. They had that left-hand side priesthood.
Yep, exactly. And what's beautiful, look, I was just thinking that's the spirit that the apostle had made mention that. Now remember that they kept mimicking the different plagues, but it was a plague that they couldn't mimic, and that was the lice. So I'm just saying that to say it's a point where the Lord is going to take over. All right.
Ecclesiasticus 33 is it? The Lord could create, what is that? How does that go with both sides? It deals with both sides.
That's in the Apocrypha.
Right. Ecclesiasticus 33, and I believe there's one in 42nd chapter. But go ahead, you got it.
Go ahead, bro. Speak up. Speak up.
This is the book of you want a good is set against evil, right?
14 first. I can grab it.
Put this in there.
This is the book of Sirach.
I grab it.
Go ahead.
Sirach 33 and 14. Them absolutely triple. It says,
you can't play in Sirach. You got to put it.
It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. Showing you is always a war. It's a struggle right there. You know, it ain't necessarily it's a balance. You know, it says, so is godly against the sinner.
Yep.
And the sinner against the godly.
So it's a fight between the righteous and the wicked. And the wicked seed is the so-called white man, the Edomite. And it's versus and going against the righteous, which is the Israelites. And the Lord set that balance up that way. Okay? Got it?
So look upon all the works of the Most High. And there are 2 and 2.
That's it. 2 and 2.
One against another.
Yep, one against another. And what the apostle was just bringing out was that they got the understanding of the 2 serpents in the staff from Moses, but now Esau, he uses it for his sorcery. Okay? Like we made mention of Asclepius.
Hey, brother, you in the camp now, okay? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, how about you outside?
Go ahead, bro.
It says, that was it today. That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Anybody got what apostle called? Hang on, Revelation 18.
Yeah, go to, what is it, the 22nd, 23rd verse, 21st verse, where it speaks about sorceries. And somebody get the blue letter on that. Because the elder Ayash mentioned the bubbly, pot that they got on top. What the fuck you think, what do you think that's about?
Right here.
That's witchcraft. Matter of fact, the Airbnb we was at, they had kettles in the ceiling. No, go ahead, brother. Okay, so we got that. Hold on to that. Y'all didn't know the kettles that was in there. They had them in the corner of the living room and the dining room.
Oh shit! I ain't seen
it was like a kettle up in the ceiling. And I looked at it. I said that's like a witch kettle.
Yeah.
And then they put, they frog legs and spider eyelashes and shit in there. And they put all kind of shit in there to cast spells on people.
Potions, chemists.
We just talking about how they took the staff of Moses.
Yeah.
And they corrupted
Beautiful.
it. But this is Sirach 39 and 27. It says, all things are good for the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil.
That's it.
Because you have duality.
Yeah.
You have both sides of the spectrum. But the right-hand side is stronger than the left-hand side. Because it says in Ecclesiastes 19:22, it says, that the knowledge of wisdom is not wisdom.
Right.
I'm sorry,
the knowledge of the wickedness.
The water, brother. The knowledge of wickedness. I'm getting old. Knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You see? The WW. Just because it has a form of wisdom, but it doesn't mean that it's wisdom unless it's qualified by the words of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. That's what it says. Try the spirits, whether they are the Most High, for many false prophets are going into the world.
Right.
You got it, bro. And so somebody got that in the blue letter?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Verse,
He probably don't use his grandma's, credit card to ride that thing.
This is Revelation 18 and 23. It says, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all envy.
That's after the destruction, go ahead, of Babylon the Great, America. Go ahead. Now, you see all this stuff you see around here? One day there's going to be a big wall of fire that's going to come through and take it all out.
Yep.
It won't be no, it's just going to be flat.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and that's another thing, too. When we were coming up that hill, brother, he was getting it, man. He was the first one up to the top of the hill, man. He got up there, man, But what I remember when we got up there, when y'all told me about the 5-pointed star and all that stuff, that's how the nations used to worship their gods, on hills, and underneath groves, and that's why they are in the churches, especially the Roman Catholic Church, they have the arching type ceilings, because that goes back to the worshiping of their idols in the grove.
Yep, and the grove, when you look at the windows of the churches, they're groves. It's in
You're right. Yep.
It's in pagan Christianity. But you can look at any church and you can see, because they have the different type of coloring on the windows, and you see groves. You know what I'm saying? So pagan Christianity book.
That's right.
Finish that up. Just back.
So this brother don't have his book with him, Codex Magica. It's all right. We know it's online.
Con.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying you could actually access it online, but to try to get through all them pages, you know. You got it.
Just back in Revelation 18 and 23, it says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in you, and the voice of the bride shall be heard no more at all in you. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived."
Right, by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. You got that?
Greek word for sorcery.
That's another
And
reason
somebody get Exodus 22:18. You got it.
why these other nations is so good.
In the blue letter.
Because they follow Esau with the witchcraft and the ways different, so they feeling the same effects now. You know, the Lord is bringing them down too for their sorcery. You know,
Because remember, they wandered after the beast, wandered after the woman. Even the Apostle John was caught like looking at it with amazement at the harlot. You know,
which is witchcraft.
exactly, and that's how it is because of the witchcraft. It's very alluring. You got it.
You know, through the TV and all that. That's why it's called television programming. You know, because people look at this. You know, look at America on TV, and then when they get over there, they're like, "Oh, this ain't they want to crack the, you know, which is witchcraft."
Right.
That's being deceptive.
It's a reason why they call it broadcasting, because it's a casting.
Yep.
All right, now.
And it's broad.
Yep.
Broad is a way to lead it to destruction. You got it.
That's it. And
Casting is what? Spells. You got it, brother.
Now that's the spirit, because also the
And somebody got that, right? And somebody got the one in the Exodus 22. And in the blue letter.
Yep. Just to hit on what the elder just said about the TV. Now, when you go to the word media, it goes back to medium. All right, in medium, that's where they convey
that's
spiritual
right.
messages through.
Because that's the go-between.
Yep.
So the witches are the go-between between the demons and the people.
Yep. Now remember in the witch that saw
Endor.
the Endor, who he went to go see. That was a
the medium.
the medium. That was a medium right there. Yep. So I got the word medium, right?
She was a go-between,
Con. It
And that
says-
goes back to the word media.
Got it right here.
You got it.
Yep. So this is in the etymology, medium. It says a middle ground, quality or degree, blase, blase, blah. It says in spiritualism.
It says that for real? No, I'm
No.
joking. I'm joking. Go ahead.
In spiritualism, person who conveys spiritual messages. In painting, it refers to oil.
I think in the etymology online it goes into it.
Medium.
Yeah, but y'all got the
I got sorceries.
Right, so read that while he's looking for that.
All right, so the word for sorceries,
No empty space.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
the Greek word for sorceries is pharmakia,
That's
Right.
it. Pharmakia, which goes back to what?
pharmacy.
The word pharmacy.
Which
With no-
goes
well,
back to Nakash.
That's it.
The serpent.
That's it.
In Genesis 3.
Because you normally used to see it on ambulance, on the side of ambulance trucks.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. That's I think that's the staff of Asclepius, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's the staff of Asclepius. Yep.
It says the use or the administering of drugs, poison,
Boom. Go ahead.
sorcery, magical arts.
So you wonder why your family members is all whacked out, because the pills that they take is actually potions.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got to remember, just like anything else in the industry, in the world, they pray over these things. Witches pray over records and music in order to make it, make it more appealing to the masses. And it's the masses that get they get connected with it.
Yeah, like, I want to mention something else because I done been in the studio too with a lot of those, artists
Witches,
or whatever. And what they do is they give them drugs too before they actually perform the records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the drugs, the pharmakia, that all brings out them demons.
Yep.
Now you notice, like liquor and stuff like that is called spirits, but you also have those drugs that are mind-altering drugs, which open up portals to the spirit world. See?
This Edomite, John Todd,
Yep.
he used to talk about that. He talked about how they put stuff in the music.
They had a particular room that they would bring the finished product to and pray over it so that the people would be enchanted by it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I believe one of Jack T. Chick's books that he had, you know, the comics, I believe it was called Enchanted, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and he goes into the whole music industry thing. This John Todd was speaking about that heavy, you know, because he was in that world,
Yeah, then he converted to be a Christian.
so-called, you know. So y'all got it.
He went from bad to worse.
Yep.
It says, you should just stay where you was at.
Right. So the Greek word pharmakia, it says sorcery, magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. Metaphor, the deceptions and seductions of idolatry. So people are being seduced.
Yep.
You know, with the music. All right, it's putting them under a trance. You know.
Yeah, that's why they play these songs over and over.
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's right. Those spirits are keep them on you, man. Perfect. All right, all the talent that's out here, they'll play the same song for 3 months. Yeah. All right, and have you in some type of trance.
Well, that's how the medium works, and like the definition
Programming.
said, the program. There we go. It brings it says conveying spiritual messages. So what's the message? Adultery, murder. You know, that's the message.
Yeah. For you to listen to that rap music and actually go out, because people actually live their lives by the music.
Yep.
Yeah. For you to actually take that message and actually run with it, man. That's high level witchcraft, man.
Yep.
It's works of the flesh. As a matter of fact, y'all mentioned that. I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This is on Galatians 5:19. It says, "Now the works of the flesh are manifest."
So like,
The elder Apostle Gabar said Wisconsin is the home state of witchcraft. So like I've been manning 3 phones, so shalom to you, Elder Apostle Gabar. He said shalom to you, elders, brothers.
So it's just not entertainment, man.
Yeah.
It's witchcraft.
Yep. You got something else?
Yeah, it says, "Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, and lasciviousness."
It says the works of the flesh, and this is what Esau pushes on the TV, on the medium, music, movies. And I always speak about this: the black exploitation, the different movies we didn't watch growing up, Belly, Juice, Shadas, New Jack City, all that through the TV would put the spirit on Jake to mimic it. You see?
Because all those is what drug dealer movies.
Right.
Drug dealer, that you're a witch.
Yep.
Which
You're a witch.
Especially paid in full. Especially paid in full.
Yep.
drugs.
Yep.
Drugs. Matter of fact, you finished reading that right in the definition.
Yep.
All right. Somebody got that Exodus 22
Exodus 22
and 18. Somebody got
You
it.
know what? In those movies they show you, it never end good for them.
Nope.
They always die, man.
Yep.
Or they always go to prison.
Yep.
And they always destroy the people around them.
Yep.
Showing you it's not a good thing.
Yep.
Right. Because it's a destructive lifestyle.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18. And it reads, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live."
Now, somebody go to the blue letter, look up that word witch.
Yep. I got
Right? You got it?
It's the Hebrew word kashap.
Mm-hmm.
Kashap.
Now, what's the definition?
It says to whisper a spell, to enchant or practice magic, sorcery.
That's it.
Witchcraft.
Now go from there, go back to the blue letter to the verse, and go down, scroll to the bottom of the interlinear. You in the blue letter?
No.
Okay.
I got it.
Scroll down,
Exodus
scroll.
22.
Right, you know how you hit the interlinear and it opens up. Now scroll all the way to the bottom of that to the Septuagint.
Okay.
Right?
What verse again?
Exodus 22:18.
22:18. Okay.
How's your Greek, brother?
Go. Suffer not witches to live. Witch.
Yep. Now scroll to the bottom of it where the Septuagint is and bring it up here.
Now,
You got it?
Now, in my Strong's, right, which goes back to the
That's it.
to the brother's point.
Pharmacoos, which
When
is
you look up the
pharmakia.
word
Bring
witch,
that.
it says a whisper, a spell. That is to enchant,
Bring it over here.
to practice magic. So with the music and
Bring it over
the
here.
things on TV, they just keep playing it. over and over and over.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
Yeah, keep playing it over and over and over. You know?
Program.
It's a program.
Right.
But that's the definition what they gave to
But
it.
that's what
It's
enchantments are. So like
yeah,
elder.
go ahead.
That's what enchantments are.
Yep.
It's a casting of a spell.
Yep.
And what's the best way is the word called inculcation. The word inculcation means to constantly impress upon the mind by constant repetition. And that's why you hear these different chants.
Yep.
You hear it, you have some?
Yeah, I got some.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Frequency. So it's a frequency. In other words, frequency, and the definition of it is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period of time.
Woo!
So that's they use that. They also do that with the school system and how we wake up, right? You go to school, right? Then you go to work, right?
It's a rat race.
Yeah, it's a rat
Constant monotonous thing.
Yep.
Now, in the movie they cloned Tyrone. Remember they were playing them frequencies?
Yeah.
And they kill each other, and they had the two Jakes fighting each other, but then hug each other and love each other, and then they started acting like moles.
Because even the food is witchcraft.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Drugs.
You look at the food; it's nothing but fucking chemicals in it, man,
Yep.
and drugs basically.
And they do that in
the Apostle Bar went into that maybe last year when he was going to the Popeye's chicken thing, man.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
He had a sandwich.
Yep.
You know, that's witchcraft.
People were fighting each other.
They do that a lot in Jake neighborhoods. I think it's called redlining, if I'm not mistaken.
Red line, and that's when they close off certain parts of the city. Say that's where Jake lives.
Exactly.
Ghettos.
Yep.
Yep.
So really, you ain't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, everything is orchestrated for
Yep.
Jake to, fail.
But see, this is why, going back to Ephesians 6, because we didn't finish it, putting on the whole armor of Yahweh
That's it.
Shai.
Because that's the only way to fight it.
That's the only way to fight it is Yahweh Shai.
Because you have programming, and then you have deprogramming.
That's right.
So right now, when you hear this truth, we're being deprogrammed from what's going on. When you go out to war, whatever the case may be, right? You get briefed.
Right. A brief.
When you get back from the war, or whatever mission you was on, you get debriefed.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
And that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's deprogramming us from the frequency of this world.
By the way of the Holy Spirit.
That's it.
Now, check this out. So this is Ephesians 2:1. And you have he quickened who were dead in trespass and sin. So
That's
the
it.
Lord made us alive
That's it.
with the scriptures. Okay? Ezekiel 37, the dry bones. We were dead.
Like Jesus called us out of darkness to a marvelous light.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ephesians 2:2, it says, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world.
Right.
See?
That's what Ezekiel 37 is all about. It's about bringing back those bones that were dead,
Right.
bringing them back to life through the word.
The word.
You know?
How can a young man cleanse his way? By
Yep.
taking heed unto the word.
That's it.
So you ain't, look, these people ain't got Jake ain't got no chance. And you got these Israelites talking about waking up fucking black people. These niggas is under spells. You see, they ain't no waking up for them. Only waking up is Yahweh Shema Shai hand-picking his elect. That's the only waking up.
Yeah, you
All
gotta
right?
invoke that name on them
Yep.
because that takes the demons off.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that's the way of taking on the righteous spirit or truth to get rid of all that other, the wickedness.
Yep.
But that's the only way to wake up. Because remember it says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe
Somebody
not.
did that.
It says, least the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai should shine unto them.
That's it.
And what does that do? That reverses the spell that they have on this world and brings you back into the light. I see that sun still on your neck.
This segment.
That's,
It's like I just wanted to make mention because Apostle Ramlab said it reverses it. Now remember when Saul was once upon a time, he was
Yep.
righteous.
Yep.
And it said that the Lord put a new spirit upon them. So that's what this truth does. It puts a new spirit on
evil
us.
spirit. Well, he put it.
Oh, that's my bad, dog.
Bring it
my
out.
bad.
It's 2 Corinthians 5:17.
That's it.
It said, therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature.
That's it.
Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And that's like the apostles going into the deprogramming,
Yep.
right? And then the reprogramming.
Somebody look deprogramming up in the Google.
So we have to be deprogrammed from the things of this world and reprogrammed with the spirit, like the elder was going to a little bit earlier. Man.
Hey, you see these? I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. You don't hit a nerve. You see how like these people in the world when they see certain, so-called celebrities, how they lose their mind, they start crying, they all frantic, they all nervous, they melt, they piss on themselves, that's that seductive spirit of the world that got them in that headlock.
It's a trance.
It said the world wandered after the beast, and that's how these devils use that witchcraft by putting frequencies and spells on the people to draw them into that trap, and that trap leads you to destruction. You have some?
Yeah, the deprogramming. It says deprogramming is a controversial practice that aims to change someone's strongly held beliefs or behaviors, such as religious convictions. It can involve intense psychotherapy and confrontation.
This is all the psychotherapy and the psychologists that we need as the scriptures. Get the one in Revelation 13, whoever got the blue letter. Revelation 13. What verse is it? You got some?
I'm waiting for you to say the scripture because I'm already in Revelation 13.
Okay. Get the verse where it speaks about the world wandered after the beast. I want to look up the word wandered.
Then it's written, how shall the man cleanse his way?
That's it.
It's through the word of the Heavenly Father, man.
Because it speaks about having them in admiration. Somebody look up the word admiration in the in the search for the Bible. Because when you have somebody in admiration, why do you have somebody in admiration? Because it's something that they've done that inspires you to look at them and say, man, this person, and that's what the world is like. The world has an admiration for America and for the society because they're locked in with that spirit. That's why it says, love not the world, neither the things of the world.
When we was riding, right? We was looking at the highways. We was like, damn, this Edomite.
Yeah.
He did some damn building, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These highways and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man, this dude, but the Lord is going to flat all of it, man.
That's it. That's it.
I got it. This is Revelation 17:6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Right. Now, there's another one above that, around the third, fourth verse.
Okay.
It speaks about the world wandered after the beast. I want to look up that word in the blue letter. You got it?
Yeah.
Read the verse and then go to the word.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 3, it says, I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
That was the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed.
When was the deadly wound healed?
Start Renaissance.
The Renaissance. That's right. Go ahead.
And it says, and all the world wandered after the beast.
All the world. Now look up that word world first.
All right.
Because the word world should be oikumene. Right? Or is it cosmos?
It's gay. Should be.
Gay, which is the same thing as oikumene. Gay is the whole earth. Geo. You got the word geo. Geography is the writings of the earth. So now, go back and go to the word wonder. Because when you read Revelation 3:10, it also speaks about the world, who shall come upon all the world to try to live upon the earth. The word world, oikomen, is the whole entire earth, and the word geo is the whole entire planet also. So they're synonymous.
All right, the Greek word is thaumazo, and it means to wonder at, marvel, to be wondered at, to be had in admiration.
Right.
Admiration.
So the word admiration is you admiring somebody for something, a particular, what's that?
I said appealing.
Yeah, it's appealing.
Yeah.
It's a certain particular something that they have that is alluring you. That's why the Apostle John was allured by the woman, and the angel cursed him out. He wandered after the woman. He's like, damn.
Yeah.
And that's what when you see a bad bitch, that motherfucker got you like all fucked up in the head, right? You like looking like, damn, that bitch is bad.
Yep.
But some people get caught up to the point where they be destroyed by that, and some people like, nah, fuck that. You ain't nothing but a hoe. Yeah. Poison, yeah.
Like the movie The Matrix with when Neo looked at the woman in the red dress.
The red dress.
Yeah, he turned back around, the agent had the gun pointed at his head.
That's it. Because it's poison.
America is the woman in the red dress.
That's it.
And it appeals to your flesh.
That's that harlot in Revelation. Oh, the scarlet. Yeah. See, he's on it. That's it. That harlot, man. The harlot, man. Her job is to appeal to the Johns. And
that's how the nations got seduced through sorcery, through witchcraft.
That's it. And the more beautiful she is, and the more sex appeal she got, the further she gets. Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah. Many have been that lost their wits for women.
Right.
You got it, Elder. Go ahead.
So the same thing that applies with this place, America. Yep. You know, the sex is good for the nation, right? But it's also sex can bring you STDs.
Yep.
This woman is sleeping with many men. You know.
It can make you lose your inheritance. So to speak about man that gives all his wealth over to harlots. You know.
Avoid the judgment.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, my man said in what is that? Scarface, the booze and the concha made him soft. You know.
Reach up real quick.
Bring it up.
Proverbs 7:4 says, "Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, right? From the strange woman which flattereth with her words."
With her words, because that's these false wisdom, and a woman that is a harlot. That's what they do. They seduce you with their words, especially like the scriptures call America the mistress of harlot, the mistress of witchcraft. Salakia, not harlots. And pretty much a mistress is a madam. I'm about to say the English way, the feminine way of saying master. You know, and a mistress is a experienced hoe, a super experienced hoe. She been there, she done that. She worked with women that are, she's taught women how to manipulate men and how to get the most money out of them, and all of that. Yep. America's that way. She seduced the whole world, the whole planet, by her alluring ways. And that's what a woman does, especially in that profession.
I got something for you real quick. Nahum 3:4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Well-favored. What is a well-favored? When you go into a brothel, right? You go to, you see a whole. Everybody's most of the time, everybody's looking at the one that looked the best, the one that stacked the most. Everybody's going for her.
Yep.
Like
Club,
Diamond.
Yeah, right. Now she look like hell.
Yeah.
Now she want to settle down.
She been a whore.
Right. But that's usually what people go for. And that's the traits of America. The traits of America is like a well-favored harlot. She's well experienced in that art.
But growing up though, the chicks that always looked the good or better than all the other ones, they was the biggest hoes.
Yep.
Exactly.
They was more ran through.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's America.
That's right.
The ran throughness.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that sell of nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft. And that's why in Revelation 20 it said when after the serpent was loose, it went to deceive the nations.
Right.
Yep. After that 1,000 years is up, which was the Renaissance period, right? And that's when everybody was deceived by the serpent. That old serpent. And we see the results of that old serpent come being loosed.
Yeah.
And all fingers point to Esau because he's the one that's doing it.
Yep.
Because earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's ruling? Esau's ruling. Esau's the end of the world.
The scripture calls it as well as that anointed cherub that covereth.
Yeah. That's it.
You got something?
Yeah. Go ahead. This is Revelation 18 and 17. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off." Because America, they do commerce with these other nations.
Yep. And how did they do that? By alluring them. That's why everybody comes here, because they're getting paid. When America goes down, these nations, they're going to be mad, they're going to cry, not because of the destruction of this place, because they know this place is corrupt, but because they were able to make a better life and make more money. That's it. It's all about money.
And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning.
Boom.
It's like a pimp losing his best hoe.
That's it. Top hoe.
Top hoe.
It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried.
Yeah, these nations ain't talking about the Vatican being the best city because they say that's Babylon the Great. No, they're not talking about China, Singapore, or Africa, the so-called motherland, which is not. You know, they ain't talking about, you know, Saudi Arabia and all these other different places around the world being, you know, that city that, you know, the greatest city on the planet. Everybody's trying to come to America to make a better life for themselves. You know, Venezuela, they demonizing the Venezuelans, which is Asher, coming up here, you know, but they're coming up here because they're trying to make a better life because the economy that they had, which was a thriving economy through their oil, America destroyed that shit. You know? So now they got to come up here to try to make a better life, but Esau got it to where they're coming up here, they're getting benefits, and you ain't getting benefits, so it's like they got people divided against each other.
And it wasn't even just it wasn't even just Venezuela. You had Egyptians coming over here, all type of nations coming over here. You know,
look. Why comes? They ain't speak. That you had Moabites, you had Ishmael, you had Elam coming through the Darien Straits, right? It's called Darien Straits, all the way up here. How come they ain't say anything about them? And that's what. Yeah. So it's pretty much all of them are getting benefits. All of them are getting goods. How come they ain't say nothing about them? What you was gonna say, bro? No, you got it, brother.
It's like they were showing a video of all these nations getting off the bus. Where you going? New York. Where you going? LA. Where you going?
Where they asking where they from first.
Where they from?
Where they location, and then where they going.
Where they going?
That's it. And pretty much, ain't nobody they not uptight about so-called Chinese and Arabs and East Indians coming up to this country. It's all about this is Esau. Look, Esau is the master of divide and conquer. That's why he got Judah in this country and some of the Latin tribes looking at other Latin tribes, which are Israelites, in that light. You know? Yeah, because they know that then if all these people come up here, you know, and they get together with these Israelites and build that bond, this is going to get stronger and stronger. So we got to set up a separation tactic. You know,
they know if the tribes get together, that's another form of demonizing the
tribes. That's it.
You know.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, starting at verse 14, reading down. It says, "The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation."
Woo! And that's it. And that's what they're doing at. They're doing that to try to stop, you know, the truth from going out. But unbeknownst to them, the elect is still going to be sealed, regardless. And they don't understand that what they're doing is pretty much setting up, you know, a sifting agent for the ones that the Lord don't want.
That's it.
You know? Y'all got it.
Yes, sir.
Verse 15, "Their sword shall enter into their own heart."
That sun too hot on you? Because you got that nice breeze too. Okay.
"Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken."
Yeah, because the Lord is breaking down the defense system of Esau. You know, that same weaponry that they gave him to be superior to the world and to, you know, you go like that when you like try to scare somebody, like what, and that same spirit that they had to do that, the Lord is using that to destroy them too. Because when the Lord gave them that technology, He used that technology to destroy them.
Exactly. And who gave it to him?
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
That's it.
He didn't have it here, let him get.
And then who's coming to take it back from them?
Yahushai.
That's it.
Yeah, that's 1 John 3 and 8.
Yeah, because Yahushai gave him the blessing. He loved Esau back then.
Yep.
Right, but he coming to visit Esau when he come back.
Talk about balance. Talk about a
right.
That's some.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah, like your parents say, I brought you in this world, I'm gonna take your ass out.
That's it.
Yeah, I was shot birth.
Yahushai coming back to wear their ass out.
Yeah. Badass kid.
This is 1 John 3 and 8. It says, "He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of the Most High was manifest, that he might destroy the works of the devil."
That's it. The Son of the Most High, that He might destroy the works of the devil. Who's the devil? Ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan, because Yahushua and Satan, they up there on one on the right hand and one on the left hand. Yahushua don't have a problem with Satan.
Right.
You know? Right. When he was here on the earth and Satan was messing with him, get thee behind me, Satan. But Yahushua ain't got no, you don't hear no beef going on. When Yahweh had that council in the heavens, you didn't hear the righteous angels and the wicked angels fighting against each other, arguing. Nah. The Lord was listening to the righteous ones and the wicked ones, the same way. Yeah.
Then go back to Job, the second chapter.
That's it.
I always talk about that, man, because the angels on the left and the right respect the Lord, man.
Yeah.
It said what the devil.
Ain't no beef up there, man. Like, come on now.
They ain't
Nah.
doing their own
That's
thing.
mythology. That's bullshit.
First
Nope.
Kings, the 22nd chapter. Who gonna persuade Ahab?
Yep.
Who gonna put a last spirit of Ahab?
That's it.
Yep.
And the Lord gave the sanction. He said he gave the go ahead. So which means, the Lord, the Most High creates both sides.
Right.
You know?
Picking out a-
And he controls both sides.
Right.
Y'all got it. I mean, if y'all,
Yeah, we do have a couple more scriptures to wrap up.
wrap it up. Yeah.
Y'all got something?
Bring it out.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 16, says, "Thy terribleness hath deceived thee." About Esau, Edom, in his military might. He thinks because, that's what's deceiving him. His strength, the sword. But that same sword that the Lord gave him, his blessing, all right, the Lord is going to destroy him by that.
Sit.
Because he said, like Yahushua said, you live by the sword, you shall die by the sword. But he got him in a trick bag,
Beautiful.
It says, "Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart." And pride is a hell of a drug, and pride is tied with judgment. Proverbs 16:18, pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall.
You go.
It says, "O thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest."
Because you got to be proudful to actually think you're going to defeat the one that fucking created you.
Yeah.
You got to be under some real delusion, man.
That's Isaiah 10th chapter.
So his own witchcraft got him fucked up.
Yeah.
They even make movies about it, like Independence Day, when they get the victory over Yahushua.
Yeah.
Well, that's the illusion of Hollywood. Notice every time some calamity comes upon the earth or whatever, Esau always wins. At first, the angels be wearing his ass out, but afterwards they so-called win. They figure out, you got a alcoholic that'll put that'll shoot something or fuck up their whole ography, for lack of better words, and then destroy the angels. Come on, man.
There's a scripture where it said that Esau said, "I will stand." Something about "I will stand forever" or "I will not see."
Yeah, that's Isaiah 47.
Yeah, Isaiah 47 said, "I sit."
Said be a lady, said a lady forever.
Forever, yeah.
That's that queen. But that's why it says in Isaiah 47, when you read the first verse, it says, "Sit in the dust. There is no throne, O daughter of Babylon."
A little bit more. It says, "Though thou shouldest make thy nest as the eagle," that's the symbol for America and ancient Rome. It says, "I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord."
Yep.
You got
Was it Apollo 11? A lot of us say Apollo 13, but Apollo 11 is the one where
Armstrong and them.
Yeah, 1969, right? And that was the time of Abu Bivens leaving the commandment keys.
And that was the time when America went down.
You mentioned that was witchcraft.
Yeah.
Because they fucking deceived all the people.
Yep.
Talking about they went to the
Landed on the
moon and
moon.
all that crap, man.
Yep.
Yeah, because they used the same stage that was set up to film the movie 2001 Odyssey,
Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey,
Yep.
and they used that same scenario to film that on.
Well, I just seen a thing with all these actors. They were saying that was the number one movie that they liked.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
And from that point, I believe it was from that point on, that's when Stanley Kubrick started trying to expose him, and eventually they got his ass.
Yep. So, what the brother just read, this is part of the downfall of Esau, man. When we just revealed through the Spirit, this is a part of breaking down, pulling on the hill, the stronghold. We just broke down strongholds through the Spirit.
Yeah.
All right. This is when the Lord is going to break them down. First, beginning at the mouth of the prophets, and then eventually, Yahweh
destruction.
and angels They're going to come and destroy you. 2 Thessalonians.
And well, remember, Egypt was a great empire at one time. Till the Lord brought them down. They never reached the height of their power after that.
Right.
You know, you had the Assyrians. They were a great power. They were brought down. You had the Babylonian Empire, great power. They were brought down. Medo-Persians, and the Medes were a great power before the Persians were conquered them. You know, then you had the Greeks, great empire. Roman, a great empire, and they all fell. And Jake had a heavy rule for 1,000 years that was great, but it was brought down. You know, and now you have America, which is the empire of all empires, and they're about to go down themselves.
That's why Daniel says, what is it? I think it's Daniel 9-7. Until the thrones were
7-9.
cast down.
7-9.
7-9. Until the thrones are cast down. So that's what's finna happen.
Yeah.
All right, the thrones is finna get casted down. That's why Revelation says, King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
Yeah.
It's Yahushua.
That's it.
Okay.
So I know brothers could start wrapping it up unless y'all got some precepts. Bring out precept points, whatever y'all got.
This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now is a high time to awake out of sleep.
Yeah, so this is the time to be woke.
Beautiful.
Because we
The
have
scripture to
to
end it with.
And when you go into that word sleep, it goes back to the word hupnos in the Greek, which means
Stop
to be
showing off, brother.
hypnotized.
I'm messing with you. I said stop showing off.
Oh,
I'm,
no.
I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you. I know. I'm just messing with you, brother. I'm messing with you. Now, go ahead.
The word sleep in the Greek is hupnos, which goes back to being hypnotized.
Which goes back to they wandered after the beast.
And hypnosis.
Dang.
Yeah, because the scripture
Kill
says
it.
the Lord shall make a perverse spirit in the earth. If you go to the word what's that? Perverse. It means warp.
Yeah.
Warp.
Oh yeah, mind warp.
Which means to alter.
Yep.
Bugged out. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Yeah, boy. That's the best word. Bugged out. Jake bugged out.
You got it, bro.
For now is our salvation near than when we believe.
Yeah, that's why we got to keep doing this truth, man. You know, to receive salvation from Yahweh Shema B'Shai, we got to keep on pushing. We all do.
Right.
You know,
That's
we
it.
all do.
Some more on that?
That's it.
The night is far spent. Read the next verse.
Some more on that.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 12. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand.
Day of the Lord, the day of destruction, the day of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
The night represents the wickedness.
Yep.
Isaiah 60.
Because the world's still under that night spell. Go ahead.
Weeping endureth, we'll say weeping endureth for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Dang.
Yahushua.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Boom. Armor of light, which is what? What is the armor for?
Protection.
Protection. Light.
Edge.
Light. We're lights walking in darkness. Didn't Yahushua tell the disciples, you are the light of the world? Because Yahushua is the light of the world, but he made them also the light. Because he transferred that light from him to them. Because he finished his course, went back to the Father, and they continued that course. So they had to be the flashlights, guys.
Like his light shines within the, I think the scripture that goes on how he shines his light within the.
Yeah, well, that's what we ain't doing it of ourselves. You know, because if it was of ourselves, we'd be out here with the rest of these people. Yeah, you know, Yahushua is the one that the Father drew us, and Yahushua helps with us.
It's the Holy Spirit, you know, that we able to even do these lessons.
That's
you know?
it.
Just look, because you look at the churches, right? They're not able to go into the scriptures like this.
Nah.
You know, you don't see none to go precept upon precept, line upon line. You know,
Yeah.
they don't got the spirit to do it. You know.
Yeah, and you have individuals that had the Spirit at one time, and it's being pulled away from them. You know, and you got to fight for it. You know, if you're part of the elect, you're gonna keep fighting. You know, because you have individuals as we speak right now that's faltering. You know, that are in this thing that are you know, slacking off and acting stupid, but I can't even say acting stupid. The Lord is just stripping you.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're a man of the Lord, you're gonna fight for your crown. Yahushua said, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." You know, bring it out.
Hebrews 10:32. But call to remembrance the former days, in which after ye were illuminated as the light,
Yeah.
ye endure a great fight of affliction.
Well, Apostle Paul said, he said, "Fight the good fight of faith."
Yeah.
Fight of faith.
All right. You don't. If you in a boxing match, you don't just stop swinging. You know, sit right there, get you. You got to at least, you know, put your guards up. You know.
Yeah.
Contend.
Yeah,
Contend for the
contend.
faith.
You know,
Yeah,
you gotta, this thing's a battle, man. You gotta battle, man.
you don't know what
You
type
know?
of caliber person you are until you get hit.
Right.
You know.
In other words, I'm gonna say you a weak ass bitch.
How they say the fireproof is something?
Proof of the powder's vessels.
Oh man, see my man, you know. Yeah, because that's pretty much that the Lord is using the fire to prove who are His or who are not. That's Malachi the 3rd chapter. You know.
Corinthians 3.
You know.
Let me get it real quick.
That's the refiner. You know, the being refined through the fire. You know, like when you go and try out for anything, you have to try out. Try out means what? To be, set up and put in a position to see if you have what it takes to be in that particular field.
Well, some they ain't count the cost,
Yeah.
right? Or what? You don't have the endurance because within the fight or any kind of sport, right? You got to build up endurance, man.
Yeah.
You got patience,
You have to have discipline.
Yeah.
You have to be able to refrain from certain things.
Yeah.
And most Jakes are not willing to do that. Why? Because the physical body wants the comfort. They want the feel good. They want to cater to those feel good needs. But there's certain individuals that the Lord put the Spirit on them to be able to deny themselves from certain things, certain pleasures.
But we got the answers to go to fight through that with the scriptures.
That's it.
Because remember, John the Baptist, he said, "I will he who's coming after you will baptize you with the Holy Spirit
And with fire.
And with fire." So we get the knowledge and we get the understanding, right? And then he's gonna put hell on us, but we got the comfort of it. We know that it's gonna happen.
But
We know we gotta fight.
the key thing is to pray to Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
That's it.
That's all. You pray to Yahweh Shai, man. He said, ask anything in
my name.
In my name, right? He gonna give it to you.
That's it.
So if you ask the Lord to give you strength, give you more faith, He gonna give it to you. Jake ain't praying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or fasting.
Or
Because
fasting.
demons, you gotta fast the demons off yourself. You gotta know. I always go back to Saul. Saul knew that the Lord took the spirit from him.
Right.
So when we going through our shit, you gotta know I'm fucking up.
Examine thyself.
Examine yourself. You gotta know you fucking up.
But pray, listen to the videos, watch the video. Look, because the spirit will jump on you. If you watching the videos, right? When you feeling down, you feel like the spirit. Watch the videos.
Yeah. There
That's
can
the
no
heart,
good.
right?
There can no good come to him that's always occupied in evil.
Listen to the song.
Bring it out, brother.
See, even right there, because you see how the spirit just shifted?
Yeah.
That's the Holy Spirit, because the Lord wants this to come out, man.
It's like the wind.
No, he didn't kind of got me fired up because I done seen it. It just shift.
Yeah.
Showing you some Jakes out there fucking bullshit, man.
Big time.
Some of you brothers in these camps, the Lord gonna kill some of you niggas, man.
Yeah.
That within GMS.
That's it.
Got that whole ass spirit on you, man.
Yeah.
Not
it.
doing the work, not being brothers. Lord he gonna bring down the fucking axe on some of you niggas, man.
Gonna bring that separation. Hey, remember when Moses said, who on the Lord's side?
And who won't be? It's a
Yeah, line in the sand.
line in the sand.
The Lord is drawing that line in the sand right now.
It's a line in
Been
the
doing it, but you had a precept, brother?
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 8, and it reads, it says, "Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask it."
But you got to ask. That's James, 4th chapter.
Yep.
You ask and you have not because you ask amiss to consume it upon your lust. But you have the individuals that, that do ask for the right things. Because, look, whatever else we need, the Lord's going to provide that.
That's right.
We're looking for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, constant inspiration, things that'll help build our foundation even stronger, and stronger every day.
Like Apostle Ricard, he always quote that song, taking out the Holy Spirit.
Come.
That's Apostle Ricard's favorite scripture to quote, man.
Go to.
That's his go-to, man. So the elders, they lay the blueprint before us, That's the way to go, man.
That's right.
So you got the examples, man.
Hey, and we okay, brothers have been
So
in the
look,
truth.
bro, you know what kind of spirit it takes
Go
to
ahead.
be in the truth over 30 years, man?
Yep.
You think they just just been in this for this long, and they don't know what the hell they talking about? And you're not paying attention to the wisdom that they giving you. Jake think this truth is a fucking game, man.
Yep.
But that's okay though, man.
Yeah, well, the Lord about to separate the men from the boys.
That's it. That's it.
That's okay.
Yep. I was gonna say, King David said that prayer because he seen that the Lord took the spirit from Saul.
Yeah.
And we witnessed brothers fallouts. All right. We see guys that fell out. Well, why he fall out? Well, because he wasn't doing this, he wasn't doing that. You know.
But ultimately, if you're not part of the elect, you ain't gonna make it.
That's it.
You know, and that's
what it boils down to.
and that's pretty much understanding that should always drive a spirit of fear to everybody. It's done.
Spirit.
You know, it should drive us, spirit of fear. You know, because we're not in control of nothing. The Lord is the one that's in control of everything. We only get our next breath, our next inspiration to do videos by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, not of ourselves. You know, and if you understand that, then you in a good position, at least for the time being. You know.
I just want to ask you about action. Just going to say, if you didn't lack anything, certain spiritual traits, make sure that you lack it or whatever. You ask the Lord, they give it to all men liberally and great of none. If you ask in faith.
Yeah.
Another thing, you got to believe that the Lord will give you what you ask for.
That's it.
Real quick, this is James 4:6. It says, but let him act in faith, not wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven of the wind and tossed.
Can't doubt. So they're putting up prayers. You got to understand that those prayers are going up to the Lord. That you have an angel that grab these prayers and put them in front of the throne of Yahweh.
With some incense.
Yep, with the incense. That's in Revelation 8:3.
Yep.
Okay, so when you putting up the prayer, you got to believe that they are going up.
The spirit. I was say you can't pray with doubt.
Right. That's
You can't pray with doubt, man.
Yep.
Lord don't know weak ass. I don't know. You got some brother. I don't know.
Yep.
A weak ass spirit, man.
Yep. Right.
Your whole ass.
Yep.
Anyway.
It says, verse
But
7.
listen, like brothers like that, the Lord's gonna get rid of.
That's right.
Yeah.
He gonna get rid of you.
That's right.
I'll read it again. If you go to verse 8, James 1:6, it says, let him act in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven of the wind and tossed.
Unstable. Go ahead.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
The Lord don't fuck with that.
That's
let's
it.
close up.
Yeah, you can roll it. Close it up. Yeah.
Go ahead. Close it up. Well, with that, we'd like to give all praises to
Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash.
Shabbat, Apostles, Great Millstone. Peace, salutation to the hopeful elect that's doing the work of truth to see.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I had a precept. Yeah. No. I had a precept. I ain't know about the precept.
Wear your ass out.